Stay consistent with your diet and training. So before I continue on, my name is Ricky Cervantes, and I used to be a loser nobody who played video games, felt like shit all the time. I was depressed as fuck, and after all the pain, I decided to change. I started self improvement. I started doing looks maxing, lifting weights, and doing sports. Okay, and in this video, like I said, I'm gonna teach you how to stay consistent with your training and your diet, and I'm just gonna teach you the lessons that I've learned throughout these 2 years. And the purpose of my channel is to help young men who don't like their appearance feel confident, feel more attractive, take pride in their appearance. Okay? And we're going to do this in a healthy way where you're not obsessive over it, but you understand that it's important to become attractive. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And also, I will talk about gym, lifting weights, everything that you need. So this is what I'm going to cover in the video. 6 things. It's a lot. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long video. I don't know if you're watching this, you probably already know how long it is, but stay to the end. I think that every single one of these are important for your everyday to day life. Okay, not just in the gym, but your day to day life. And we're gonna talk about identity, meditation, discipline slash willpower skills, make your diet healthy and delicious, how to train often, and repetition. Now let's talk about your identity. So from now on, I want you to view yourself as a guy who is consistent. Okay. And by the way, consistency, the way it looks is like consistency, all it means is that you're doing it um very often. Something you're doing very often. Like for my training, let's say I'm working out 4 times a week. That's still being consistent. That's 4 times a week. Let's say in a month you miss a couple days of, let's say, the gym. You miss like 5 days of the gym, 6 days of the gym, 7 days of the gym, 8 a whole week, 9 days. You were still consistent because you still went the other 21 days. So when you start being inconsistent, is, let's say you start going to the gym once a week. When it's a little bit like you're going two, maybe even sometimes three times a week. It's still being consistent when you're, I'd say, it's just about doing it as often as possible. Okay? And that is what consistency looks like. And you need to view yourself as the guy who is consistent, who doesn't make excuses of, oh, I couldn't go because this and that. Make your make yourself immune to excuses, because excuses only make today easier but tomorrow harder. Okay, it's better for you to not make that excuse, and it's better for you to actually like find a solution around the excuse, or aka the problem. Okay, view yourself as a guy who does that. Also, another part of your identity, start watching people who talk about diet often. um an MD, aka like a doctor, medical doctor, I think that's what it stands for, MD, is Paul Saladino. He's a really good, uh, he's a really good advice. He gives really good advice about diet, what to eat, what not to eat, things to avoid, shit like that that would lower your testosterone. He will talk about like things to avoid. He'll give you like good tips about diet and all that shit. I really recommend this guy. He's really good. And also, I recommend myself because I talk about a lot of diet, what to eat, what not to eat. Other people that I recommend, Team 3D Alpha, if you've ever heard of them. Okay, there's more. So I can't think of any in my head, but this, on top of my head, I can't think of any. But this one, I truly do recommend this guy right here. Okay, and myself, like I said, because I talk about a lot diet. Now in this video, I'm not gonna talk about diet a whole lot. Let's talk about meditation. I know this seems weird, like meditation. How's meditation gonna help me stay consistent? Well, think about it. You gotta stay consistent with meditation as well. But also, there's some other things that happen when you do meditation in your brain. Like you stay more focused longer on certain things. Okay, you realize things in your brain a lot quicker than some other people might do, and you change the way you think. Like I was talking about this part right here. I was talking about like excuses and all that. When you start meditating, those excuses, you can like easily realize what you're doing and go around them. So meditation has a lot of more benefits than that, but that's literally how you do meditation. Okay. Now, how do you do it? And here I'm going to explain to you. Maybe you've tried meditation, but you've done it in the wrong way if you haven't stayed consistent. Um, and same concept with this one. You gotta see yourself as the guy who meditates, and you start doing it every single day. How much time should I meditate for? If you're just starting out, I just say like a minute or 2 minutes. An app that I recommend that I use is called the Medito app. You can just download this on the App Store or Play Store, whatever you use as a Android or iOS. But to do meditation, it's not about actually staying focused on the breath. It's about returning back to the breath, realizing that your mind wanders away from the breath and then returning to the breath. That is what meditation is. So we can, if we can look at it like a 4-step framework, we start first like we're focused on the breath, right? Then the second step would be your mind wanders and you don't realize it yet. So your mind thinks of like a random thought about high school or middle school or some shit like that, right? Or something that happened yesterday, something like that. And then you realize that your mind wanders. Okay, that's the third step. And step number 4 is to return to the breath. So it's like a cycle. Okay, that's what meditation is. All of these steps are important. And you can think of it like a bicep curl for the brain. That's how meditation is. So that cycle is like a bicep curl. Okay, that is how meditation works. That's how you actually do it. Okay, or at least that's how we want to do it to get these benefits. Okay, there's tons of benefits to meditation, bro. So many that like you wouldn't even believe me if I were to tell you them. You would have to like research them yourself. But yeah, and also if you want any advice on how to look smacks, any gym advice, whether it's diet, training, anything like that, or you need me to make a schedule for you, some shit like that, to get faster results, better results, attract girls, become more confident, click that link in the description. Okay, and let's get into the next thing, which is discipline. Discipline and willpower. It's such an important thing, bro. Discipline and willpower is such an important skill. Okay, so first of all, what exactly is discipline? Discipline is literally just you it's you doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. You realizing that you don't need to feel like doing something, but you can still do it. Like it's like you see your feelings, like obviously you still like recognize what you're feeling like, but you understand that that feeling will not serve you if you're doing the right thing. Let's say for working out, if you know that you're working out today and you know it's beneficial for you, you're trying to get a better physique, which is going to make you more attractive to attract the woman. You understand that, and by the way, you don't feel like doing the gym today, you don't feel like going to the gym, you think like, oh, I should take this as my rest day. But then you tell yourself, well, I don't have to feel like going to go, and then you go anyways. Just do the hard work, especially when you feel like that's what it means. And every single time that I end my videos in this channel, I will say this phrase: do the hard work, especially when you feel like it. Now I copied this uh ending from another YouTuber, but that doesn't fucking matter because it absolutely does work. If it fucking works, why not copy it? Why not copy it? If it fucking works, why not copy it? Because we're a copy of one another. The stuff that I told you, meditation, it's just a copy from someone else. Like, bro, there's nothing wrong with copying if it serves you. Now, obviously, make it your own thing and shit like that. But you know what I mean. And then just do tasks every day that you don't feel like doing. Let's say washing the dishes, washing your clothes, um, reading a fucking book, and you don't feel like doing it. Doing your fucking homework, studying for a fucking test, doing things like that, simple things like that, bro. And your discipline skill will skyrocket. Think of discipline like a video game ability. You're trying to level it up, and the more you do something, the more you use this skill, the more XP you get, more experience points and shit like that. This is why think of life like a video game, but in hard mode, in very difficult mode, where if you stop training certain things, that just reduces, it just goes down. You're either walking, you're either going forward or going backwards, but you can't stop. You're like on a treadmill. Think of it as being on a treadmill. If you stop, you go backwards. If you keep on going, you keep on going forward. Now let's talk about your willpower. Okay, to train your willpower, there's um, especially for food, because a lot of willpower goes into like eating food and stuff like that. Um, what I would recommend is grabbing your favorite junk food. Okay, your favorite piece of candy, chocolate, bread, um, fast food. Just buy it and don't even eat it. Be a fucking psychopath. Like literally grab that food that you absolutely love, that you like eating, that you enjoy every piece of flavor and pleasure, and just stare at that shit like a fucking maniac. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, that a mindset that I've recently learned, which is that pleasure that leads to pain is not pleasure at all. So if you're eating junk food and it's pleasurable right now in your palate, you feel good, but then you realize, oh fuck, I just ate something that's actually bad for my testosterone, bad for my health, and that can get me in the hospital in a couple of years because of diabetes or heart attacks. That is not pleasure, because it leads to pain. Any pleasure that leads to pain is not pleasure. Just keep that in mind anytime you want to eat junk food or you want to do something that is going to harm you. Okay. And that's what I would recommend, to train your willpower, to train your discipline skill. Okay. Let's get into the next thing. Okay. We need to make your diet healthy and delicious. You might think, oh, that's not possible, bro, because I hate vegetables. I'm going to tell you this right now. Vegetables, majority of vegetables are apparently like not actually healthy for you. Okay. Now, obviously, it also depends like what type of person you are, what your genetics of that shit. But we're not gonna get too much into that. Let's just say most vegetables that you eat aren't actually good for you. You don't actually like them. They don't taste good. Okay. And we want to keep our diet healthy by eating healthy foods. And the foods that are the healthiest and taste the best, personally, like if you go on this diet, trust me, everything just tastes better. We want to eat eggs, red meat, and fruits and vegetables. That is what our diet is going to be. But we want to make sure that we're eating the whatever tastes best for us. So red meat, to make it taste better, put on a little bit of seasoning. Now don't put like too much seasoning. Put salt, obviously, or you can just keep it as salt. Even red meat just with salt and pepper, it still tastes great. Okay, you can go just, or red meat in general, just a little bit of salt, pepper, and it tastes good. Eggs, there's different ways to cook eggs, and whichever one you like the best, just cook it like that. Okay. By the way, some other thing: do not cook your foods in seed oils. Cook your foods in beef tallow, ghee, or butter. That's just some diet advice that I've learned and that I've implemented myself. And I feel way better when I eat these like healthy oils, when I cook my food in these healthy fats from animal fats. By the way, these come from the cow, all three that I just mentioned. So that's what I recommend. And eggs, cook your fucking eggs every single day, bro. Make me a promise that you're gonna start eating eggs every single day. I've been eating eggs every single day for the past year or so. It's crazy. Your year or so. Fuck, I can't talk. Year or so. And it's crazy because I've seen so many benefits from eating eggs every single day. Like literally, I have higher testosterone. I just feel better, at more athletic and shit like that. I just feel better from eating eggs every single day. So from now on, you're gonna eat eggs. If you're trying to bulk up, eat eggs. If you're trying to cut down, eat eggs. Okay. And then vegetables, the ones that I prefer that are the most, uh, well, not healthiest, but the ones that I like the most are potatoes and sweet potatoes. Um, and also fruits. Just eat fruits that you like, bro. You don't have to like add in new foods every single day. You just gotta take out the foods that you don't need, aka junk food, processed foods. And then you just gotta add it in, take those out, and put in foods that you personally love, that are actually healthy. Okay, and you typically it's just eggs, red meat, fruits, and then the only two vegetables that I think are the most healthiest or that taste the best as well are potatoes and sweet potatoes. Okay, and the more you eat this food, the less junk food or processed foods you're gonna eat. By the way, okay, the more protein you eat, um, the less junk food you're gonna crave because protein is so satiating, meaning it keeps you full pretty easy. It makes you full pretty easily. That you don't actually you don't actually crave more food. So start your mornings with some type of like protein source, eggs, red meat, chicken, fish, something like that. Okay, something that you like and it's easy to cook in the morning. Okay, now let's talk about how to train often. First thing I want to say is that the first step to do this, you have to have a gym membership or some type of gym equipment at home. Okay, you know this. You know this, and we want to break it down into steps. Whenever you don't feel like training, break it down into steps. Okay, break it down into steps. Like tell yourself, okay, I'm just gonna go change, put on my outfit, and then the next step is to grab your AirPods or your headphones, whatever you use. Okay, grab your headphones, your phone, and your water bottle, and your I don't know your protein shake. You already have it in your hand, like you're drinking it. You get your water bottle, you fill it up. Okay, then the next step is to get in the car, tell your parents, or if I'm assuming you're pretty young that you can't take yourself to the gym, or you get a backpack, you have a bike, and you go to the gym if your parents allow you to do that. If not, just tell your parents, can you take me to the gym today? Stuff like that. Okay, and then the next step is just to train. Just get into the gym, do your warm up, train. Simple as that. Now, I understand maybe you don't have a gym membership. Again, convince your parents to buy you one or buy gym equipment yourself. What you can do is just get a job, sell something online, get a little bit of money, then start buying gym equipment, or tell your parents that if you can buy gym equipment, if they can buy it for you, trust me, your dad would love you to start training in the gym or to see you like just working out, doing something with your body. Okay, trust me, they would absolutely love you to start training. So tell your parent, especially your dad, tell your dad, Dad, can I buy some gym equipment? Can you buy me some gym equipment? And he will gladly do it. I swear he will. Okay. If not, just find an alternative, find a solution. You know, sometimes you can't go to the gym. But if you have this alternative of like at home, I can do a workout, then do that. Like I'm telling you, buy equipment. You can find pretty freaking cheap equipment on things like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. You can find like pretty cheap. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that I did that. I actually went to a store and bought my equipment, and I also ordered from Amazon. So I I was pretty stupid with my money, so I wasted I didn't waste, but I could have saved a lot of money by buying from the cheap ass sites, but I didn't. Also, have a workout routine, bro. If you don't have a workout routine, you're gonna have a hard time being consistent because you don't know what to fucking do. Sometimes you're like, I have to think about all the workout that I want to do. Then you get tired, and then you're like, fuck, I don't want to do it no more. So, link down below. I have some free workouts. If you want any free workouts, just link down below, all the way down, all the way down, and just click those links in the description and just get some free workouts. And I'll talk about the last thing, right? Yeah, which is repetition. Which is just the more you do something, the easier it gets, the better, the better it is, the easier it gets. So all these things that I just talked about, all the things I just yacked about, all you got to do is just repeat, 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 and the easier it's going to become, the more ingrained it is going to become in your identity, and it's just going to become such a good habit. Like you, whenever you don't do these things, you're going to feel like shit. Okay, whenever you don't do these things, you're gonna feel like shit. You're like, oh, I need to work out. I need to eat healthy. I need to do this, and that's a good thing. That's such a good thing because before it was like the other way around, right? You would eat you wouldn't eat junk food for a while and you feel like shit, you'd be craving and shit. But now, if we do it the other way around, if you crave eating healthy, if you crave going to the gym, that's actually a good thing. You've gotten so far in your training to the point that you don't rely on discipline that much and you just rely on your identity. And you rely on just it becoming it's a habit. And that's such a good thing. Okay. And other than that, that's pretty much it for the video, bro. I hope that this video actually helps you become more consistent with your training, with your diet, and become way better at doing all this shit. Okay, I wish someone would have made a video like this that would have taught me everything that I needed to stay consistent with my gym journey and all that shit. Because there was a time when I couldn't work out, I couldn't go to the gym, I didn't even have gym equipment. You know, all I had probably was a pull-up bar. That was the only gym equipment, and I still like wasted so much time making myself stupid. Like I could have done push-ups at home. Like I also had dumbbells. I remember that, but I could have been doing push-ups. I could have done bench press on the floor with them. I could have been creative, but if you limit yourself, you're gonna make less progress, and you're gonna regret it later on. I wish I could have been more creative when I didn't have like a bench, when I didn't have a barbell. I wish I would have been more creative. And this is why I bring you this video, bro. So just remember, excuses are just making today easier to make harder, to make tomorrow harder. Okay. And other than that, peace out, bro. Okay. Peace out. And like I said before, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Ugh. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.